I'm so sorry, everybody. I see there's like 5 of you waiting. YouTube never makes me hit that button anymore. And for some reason, now they decided to make me hit that button. Damn, I wondered why nobody was talking on YouTube. Oh, that sucks. I'm so sorry, guys. I don't know why I did that. It's probably because I scheduled the stream and I didn't... Oh, that's why. Okay. Well, hi, YouTube. How's everybody going? That was just... damn. So, because I scheduled the stream on YouTube instead of just going live, YouTube wanted me to hit the go live button. And so I didn't hit the go live button, so I was just streaming in preview mode and nobody was seeing it. But there were like 5 or 6 people waiting for it. So, welcome in YouTube. Hi, everybody. We're already 48 minutes in, but that's okay. Sorry about that. I'm just working on the cannons on my ship, so we're a little bit ahead. Thank you, Mr. Blazingman, for bringing that up. But I'm good. I got coffee and fed my neighbor's bird. Nice. What kind of bird? Sites are switching. Twitch now has a scrubbing feature for lives I never saw before. Yeah, it does for... I think it was for some users. I thought it was like a temporary thing, though. They were like beta testing it. I think it's 5 to move a little away from the concept, even in production. You just have to be okay with changing it to the directors. Yeah, no, that's super fair. Like, for this one, right? So, one thing I don't think he took into consideration, because, like, I love the concept, right? Totally love it. But, there is no... Oh, God. Oh, my God, what did I just do? Thank you, Windows. Oh, dear Lord. What the fuck? Maximize? Hello? What just happened? Why did it close my... That's weird. Yeah? Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay. No, it opened twice. Aw, crap. Cool, don't know why I did that. But anyway, looking at this, there's no way to park this damn thing. So the only thing I could think of is either some sort of like mechanism that it floats into, which I guess would kind of be like the TIE fighters in a way. But there's no way to land it. So I don't really, I don't know. Because I want to build landing gear. I'm just not sure what to do with that. So I got to figure that out at some point. Landing on a pole with a smooth platform like a perch. Yeah, something like that. What's up, Zach? How you doing? I think a Red Lord Amazon. Nice, that's cool. I love Amazons. How's the ship coming? Good. I just like completely wrecked my setup, but it's coming along. I'm working on the cannons right now. Trying to, anyway. Okay, so let's do... We're gonna do like a little piece that sits over this, because I don't necessarily want that to be the entire barrel, so I'm gonna do... Duplicate. Duplicate. Boop. You ready for live action Zootopia? I swear to God, dude. If they do something like that, I'm gonna be so... I'm done. Like, I'm just done. I actually really liked Zootopia, too. It was very good. I know I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to figure out how to make it live action, but, like, it doesn't need to happen, man. I'm gonna pull with a smooth platform like Perch. Yeah, so what I'm thinking here... Hold on, let's see. TIE Fighter loading dock. Because I don't know, do they sit on the ground? I feel like they don't. They have like a dock. Let me see. Yeah, see, something like this. I know this is kind of like a weird 3D printed model, but like that's the only type of mechanism I could really think of to like catch this thing. So I'm not really... I don't know. Yeah, there's a couple of different, like, weird latching systems that they used. But then you have stuff like this, too, so it's like, what do I do? I don't know. I feel like it might happen. With the success of it, I'm sure it probably will. Disney has lost whatever soul they had left for movies. Which is kind of a bummer. All right. Keep seeing that Pixar is supposed to do a 2D anime. Yeah, so me and my wife were actually talking about that last night. And she brought it up, and I forgot that they were doing that. And then she was like, "Oh yeah, it's about a black cat." And I was like, "What do you mean it's about a black cat?" And we started looking. I started looking at it, and like, it's it's about a black cat that goes on an adventure in, I think it's like Italy or Sicily or something like that. But oddly close to Flow. So I kind of want to know like what that decision came about, because like I think the movie's called Gato. When was Gato announced? That's not what I wanted. No, not ghetto. How do you spell? I don't know. I'm so. When was the Pixar cat movie announced? I probably spelled it. Oh, Gatto. So they announced it in 2025. That is just oddly suspicious. It's a little suspicious. Because, like, all we have so far is, like, a concept art, right? Like, there's no... I don't think there's, like, a trailer or anything. Yeah, that's oddly suspicious. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Pixar and, like, Disney and such, but, like, a little odd. Control save. I will say, what's up, STI? How you doing? Safe scene. I mean, movies sometimes take years of development before going to production. No, absolutely. 100%. What I'm saying is it's a little suspicious because of Flow. Following the success of a movie like Flow and then releasing a movie about a black cat is kind of odd. Like, I'm sure the movie was in pre-development, but I don't know. That's a little bit sketchy. Because I mean, they started working on when did they start working on Flow? Because Flow came out in 2024. Production started in 2019. So, I don't know. Pixar, yeah, but Flow has nothing to do with the Pixar vibe of movies. No, absolutely, it doesn't. But I think what's interesting is the fact that it's so similar in, like, theme. You have a cat that goes on an adventure. It's a black cat, blah, blah, blah. Are we, like, actually creating an original story, or are we just kind of, like, piggybacking off the idea that a cat movie won an Oscar? That's what's kind of weird to me. I would hope that's not the case, but it does seem a little fishy. Yeah, it just seems a little weird. I'm sure it'll be a completely different story because like Pixar isn't going to directly rip somebody off, but it is kind of weird. I also saw that Disney's doing they are also working on a new traditionally animated film, or digitally animated now, but like at least the traditional form of like drawing every frame. So that's kind of cool. I'm kind of excited to see that. But yeah. Honestly, it's been a solid couple of months for movies, I'm not going to lie. PS5 Pro is now cheaper than most RAM prices. That is so sad. Not for long, though. Last movie I went to see was Frankenstein from Guillermo del Toro. Oh, you got to see it in theaters? Damn. I did not get to see that in theaters, and I'm really sad that I didn't get to see that in theaters. I really loved that movie. What's up, Sharky? How you doing, man? Yeah, next to Sinners, that was like my favorite movie this year. Favorite like popcorn flick this year was for sure Predator Badlands, though. I enjoyed that a lot. I'm alive, questioning my sanity. I do that every day. I'm glad you're alive. Center pivots. All right. Just group it for a second. Fine. That's better. Okay. Okay, so let's do this. We're gonna do an insert edge loop, and we're gonna change this guy to multiple edge loops. We're gonna do 8 of them. Yeah. Also, questioning Plex. Why? They keep screwing people over. Don't use Plex. Yeah. They're cracking down on free remote streaming access. What, Plexes? What's the point of paying for those things at this point? That's crazy, man. Gotta have a sub. Oh. I mean, I don't know. Where's... Hold on. Yeah, they're just straight. Alright, well, let's do this. Did you see that Netflix removed the Chromecasting feature? So you can no longer Chromecast if you use Netflix. Which I think is wild. I got your sub, my dude. What are you up to tonight, SDI? Ah, thank you for the gifted sub, SDI. Appreciate you, man. Hopefully the holidays are treating you well so far. I'm curious if the people here watching, did you watch on Instagram, or did you primarily choose like YouTube or Twitch? Out of curiosity. Still trying to like gather enough data to decide whether it's a good decision to leave it or not. Not leave it, but like, you know, not stream to it anymore. Working on economic discussion for school. Oh, nice. Cool. How's that going? Probably could have just beveled these, but it's fine. Watch your shorts on Instagram, but streams on Twitch. That's fair. Yeah. That's what I feel like most people were doing. I feel like Instagram for a live stream. I don't know. I hate watching vertical live streams, unless it's somebody who does like I don't know, political commentaries or whatever. Like, you can't get enough information across the screen on live streams, like vertically, and so I think that was like a big thing for me that I did not enjoy about that. A little bit of funkiness going on over here. Oh yeah, that's why. Did I miss something? Yeah, I did. Alright, so let's do an increment save because it's been a second. Do you use the section constraint sometimes? Oh, the selection. I can't read tonight, apparently. Sometimes I do. It depends. I've actually used a couple of scripts that I built out because sometimes I need like really niche selections, and they don't necessarily help all the time. But I've used like the edge one. What do you call it? So I've used the border select, I've used edge loop select, I've used edge ring. I haven't used shell or UV, just because like I don't really do my UVs inside of Maya anymore anyway, so like those are kind of useless to me. And then angle I have never used. I should probably play with angle, but I've never used it. Constraint box from the selection menu. You talk about like, hold on. Oh my god. Which one is that? That's shift, control, selection set. Use the angle all the time. I don't even know. I've never tried it. Let's see. What does it even do? Oh. Oh. Dude, what? Yeah, I've never used that, and that's, wow. That actually would have come in handy a lot. I've never used that one there? Okay, well, there's that one. Which one are you talking about? Because I'm not sure what you're talking about. So you said, let's see, hold on. Constraint box in the selection menu. In the selection menu, constraint box. What are you talking about? Select menu from the top bar, I mean. Okay, so up here. Menu from the top bar. Select menu. Oh, got you. Okay, so select menu, and then you're talking about select sets, components, uses constraints. By type, deselect all, inverse, similar, grow, surface components. Yeah, I can't say I've used like really any of these. Use constraints. Convert selection of vertices. I've used this convert selection of vertices a couple of times, but yeah, no, I don't usually use those. Do you end up using them a lot? Pretty good. The constraints option is pretty good. Interesting. I'll have to try that. I'll have to play with that a little bit. Okay. Well, I've got the big barrel and the little barrel. Let's work on the big barrel. Which is actually really funny because I technically made this a little bit wrong. So let's see. Needs to be like slightly smaller. Okay. It's a bit annoying to learn, but you can select angle ranges to easily select hard edges from the mesh. That's nice. Yeah, that other one that I just tried is kind of cool too. I've never tried that one. Seems like a nice way to select like little chunks. It honestly functions a lot like the way that Rhizome selects things, which I love the way Rhizome selects things. So I will be using that one in the future as well. Okay, so we're gonna do the base of the barrel. That is the wrong one. One second. I have to like, I feel like I have a sneeze coming up, but maybe I don't. Jeez. Okay, let's snap back to the center there. Nope. There we go. Okay. So this one does kind of a weird, let's go face. Oh. Alright. Pull that back a little bit. We'll extrude that out. Vertex snap is V, by the way. Yeah, I just find that when I do that, it like snaps way across the model and I have to move it back. That's how I've been like marking panels together. Let's see. Okay. It's a little bit longer than I need it to be. Okay. So the question is how do I want to actually set this up? How many rings did he put on, or like edges did he put on this? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How's your day been? It's been decent. It's been not bad. It's I've been tired since Thanksgiving, so like I feel like I haven't been able to catch up on sleep yet. What about yours, Zach? Okay. How far out do I want this? How far does it go out from the engine? So it sticks out pretty far. Okay. So right about there. Okay. Gonna head out. Have a good evening. Have a good one, Septic Child. Thanks for hanging out. It's been a day. Yeah, I'm sure, man. Hopefully you're able to get a little rest inside all the chaos. Okay. All right. Delete. Delete. Oh. If we're honest with ourselves, that job wasn't going to last. I mean, that's fair. It seemed like it was kind of like not the best setup for them anyway, and for you. Like, it seemed like they were just kind of a mess. So it might be like a blessing in disguise. But I am sorry that that happened to you. That sucks, man. Did that actually, like, merge perfectly this time? Yeah, minus the part that I knew wouldn't merge. That's okay, though. Alright. Awesome. Oh, that didn't merge because it created a bunch of extra faces. Oh, shit. Hopefully there's something better in the future for you, man. Rawat, hi, how are you? How's it going? I don't like the way that's looking. Like, at all. I might end up having to remake that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I like this. I'm gonna try this real quick, see if this works. And then decide if I want to keep it. No, not really. I don't like it. I need, yeah, it's just, I need 2 additional loops down the center. Appreciate it. You're welcome. Appreciate what? Plus I get to work on what I love, and I'll be fine till I find an art job. Yeah, that's fair. That's super fair. I think most of us are just kind of like biding our time until, you know, the art jobs come back, if they ever do. Hope they do. Just never know at this point. Where's my attribute? There it is. 90. Alright. Well, minus the fact that I didn't go live for 45 minutes on YouTube. Welcome back, everybody who's on YouTube and was not seeing the live stream. Okay. So let's look at you. Where are you? Da, 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 da. So technically what I want, I think is like 24. Let me see. Because I want that gap in the middle. Yeah, that's what I wanted, was 24. Okay. That's fine. Not really a big deal. That wasn't a super complex piece. Just sent a smiling Joker to you. Let me see. Let me check it. Dude, I hate that Instagram moved the messages down at the bottom because, like, I feel like I actually miss things now. Nice. That's looking sick. Hell yeah. That's cool. The texture is coming out really nice. So you said you're working on hair cards more now. How much more do you have after that? This is the first layer of 4 or 5. Okay, gotcha. I never properly figured out hair cards. Something that I'd like to do at some point, but decent amount, yeah. I was gonna originally do hair cards with the Citapati, but just was not going the way that I wanted it to, so I decided to swap to XGen. Hello, why? Oh. Right there. Okay. Yeah, that's a lot better. That's the shape I was going for. Cool. All right. I like it when something just works. Let's see. The only issue is this needs to come out a little bit more. Okay. Cool. Yeah, that's better. Time's 8:30? Yeah, we're doing okay. Doing okay on time. Alright, so let's go ahead. We're going to go ahead and bevel these guys. Okay. Cool. hoping that I can avoid... maybe... Oh yeah, easily. Sweet. Okay, cool. Just wanted to avoid adding any, like, cross cuts to, make this thing not cylindrical anymore. Okay. Add an additional support loop here. 3. Okay. Beautiful. Just need to kind of fix this. So one of the things I'll do is I'll just kind of extrude this a little bit. And then I'll do one more time and just delete that because there's no need to keep those faces. They're just kind of unnecessary at that point. And then let's see. Let's do boop. I'm gonna do a really close one there. That should, yeah, beautiful. Nice and sharp. Hell yeah. How's school been going for you, STI? Is it winding down a little bit for the holidays at least? I want to look at the. Okay, so he did pretty simplistic shaping. Cool. So I'll do something similar, but a little bit more. Just a little bit more detailed. Oops. Venus, okay. Oh, man. Let's see. All right. Yeah, I have one final this week, 2 next week, and I can't wait for this to all be over with. Nice, man. When are you officially done? Okay. So kind of the same thing here. Did he combine those? No, so he just extruded them out. Okay, cool. Nice. I think I want this to kind of pull back a little bit more. There we go. Feels more like a transition point now. So many. All right. Mm-hmm. It's a good question. I wish I knew. Hopefully transfer this time next year. Okay, nice. Super cool. So about a year to go. That's fair. Well, it sounds like at least you're going to get a good break coming up soon, so that's nice. All right. Let's count the prongs on this thing real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 prongs. Cool. So let's do this guy. Rotate you. 90. Alright, cool. So I'm going to move this guy over here. I'm going to center that puppy again. Let's see. Whose model is that in Blender? So this is actually the original concept artist. So he sent this to me because, like, what he did was kind of like bash things together. So he just builds like a simple model and then does paint overs. And so he was cool enough to send this to me so I could just kind of like work off of it and see like the different things that you can't see in his concept art, because as much like detail as in his concept arts, it gets a little blurry in some places. So he was cool enough to send this to me. So I'm just kind of like trying to accurately do a couple of different things. But his name is Ivo. He was super cool about this whole thing. How are you doing, Abianos? Let's see. Alright, we want, so if I want 8. 28? Let's try that. I think that'll be right. So boom, boom, boom. Thinking 1 gap, 2, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I actually need less by quite a few. So let's try 18. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need 2 more. So it just needs to be 20. Cool. Hell yeah. Alright, cool. Pretty good. How about you? I'm doing good. Doing real good. You working on anything tonight, or you just chilling out? And I don't mean to put you on the spot, so if you want to like lurk or something, that's totally cool too. Okay. Morning for me off my own, but I'm just working on an environment at the most. Nice, super cool. So you are on the other side of the planet. Nice. It is very evening for me, which is cool. Thank you for the lurk, SCI. Appreciate you, buddy. And thank you for that gifted sub earlier, man. To Mr. Sharky. No, how did I miscalculate that? Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Was I doing... Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did it not keep my setting? I don't think it did. Hold on a second. face. Oh, I see what I did. Okay, my bad. There we go. That's what I wanted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. No, so that's not right. Okay. So that should be even now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, okay, cool. I'm terrible at working with cylinders. Freaking hate it. Did you change your Twitch ads? No. Why? I think you got them on 1 minute per 20-minute content. Oh my god. Do I really? What? Hold on a second. Also, why are you getting ads? You have Prime. Oh, you can see you're my moderator, JK. Monetization, ads. Welcome to the new ad manager. Shut up. How many minutes of video ads do you want to run per hour? So it's on 4. So is that 20? Ooh. Yeah, that's high. Let's do 2 minutes. Try that out. 1 minute ad every 30 minutes? That's better. Yeah, we'll do that. That's, yeah, interesting. I wonder why that changed. I feel like I've seen the warning more than once in an hour. Yeah, it was, a mod pile. Yeah, it was definitely higher than it should have been. I thought I dropped that a while ago. Does Twitch go back in there and change that shit? 3 minutes per hour disarms pre-rolls? Oh, okay. Well, then let's do that. Let's keep it on 3 minutes per hour. Because I don't like the pre-rolls. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's what we'd rather have. Back to Twitch. Okay. Is that better? Yeah, it's fixed. Okay, cool. Well, thanks for catching that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. So that's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Okay, cool. Now that I can do basic math again. Although I do feel like, hold on. Yeah, I feel like that should be the way that's done. Okay. Excuse you, hold on. I had my suspicions, now I gotta check mine. Yeah, I'm wondering if they changed it again. Because I swear I dropped that lower. Okay. What? Why? Oh, no. Hold on. It did that stupid thing it does. Damn it. Yep, it did. Okay, that's better. I'm wondering if I should seal those. I don't know if this one works with the repeat key. Let's see. Hey, it does. Okay, cool. All right, that's better. Yeah. That was the issue all along. Eyes are bugging out. Let's see. Okay. Hoping that just looks perfect and I don't have to do anything else to it. Perfect. Beautiful. Oh, minus that. That's kind of ass. Okay. There's no easy way to fix that. Unless... Let's try this. I don't think this is necessarily going to change anything, but it might. No. Just looks bad. Okay. I wouldn't normally do this, but I'm going to do this because I don't feel like actually fixing that. I'm going to hide it. Add like a little shroud. Now, yeah, there you go. Can't see it. If you can't see it, it doesn't exist. You'll never know. Sweet. All right, well that takes care of the lower cannon. Looks pretty solid. Let's look at the mini cannon. So the mini cannon uses the same kind of piece here. So I can actually just duplicate that. And just make it a little bit smaller. What are you working on, Mary Lamb? What's up? I'm working on my ship. How are you? I'm working on the guns on this thing right now because I needed to take a break from bodywork. But how are you doing? So this goes right about there. Okay. And then I'm going to control D this. This is kind of a different one though. So this one does this weird like, let's see. Let's kind of just delete that junk. And we'll just build this new part. Okay. Let's not go that far back. Let's go here. I'm gonna just quad fill that real quick. Apply, boom. Okay, and then we'll support this real quick. Looks a little bit weird. Oh crap, what happened? Hold on. That's never a good sign. Okay. I kind of like that a little bit more actually. Okay, so if we smooth that, nice. I do just want to make it look a little less funky looking. So let's pull that in. Let's just give it a little bit of like extra texture that it didn't have before. So it'll look a little bit less suggestive too. Okay. 3. All right, cool. And then this back portion just needs to come in a little bit. Okay. I've been experienced with speed tree. I've been trying to make Ivy recently, and I was thinking, how do people make Ivy usually? I don't. That's been on my list to learn for a while now, actually, but I don't have experience with it. Most Ivy that I've ever used, though, has been like just a transparent alpha map on a plane. Because like if you look at like the way most people do it is like they'll use some sort of like transparent map, and then they'll use some sort of like height map to kind of distort the leaves a little bit. That's kind of like the cheaper way of doing it. As far as like actual like plant matter and stuff like that, like making it look like it's like actually leaves and things, I have no idea. I've never touched speed tree. I'd like to though. Let's see. I feel like that's a little too long. It is. That also doesn't seem to be very centered. Because it's not. Okay. Good portion of the gun so far. Let's see. What else we got? There's actually quite a bit more to do this. So I've been tinkering with it here and there, and it's a bit of an alien software. It's a weird one. I played with a demo during the last Punisher challenge, just because I wanted to see what it was about. And they were giving it away for free, technically, for a little bit. And I don't know. Yeah, it's an interesting one for sure. Foliage is still one of those things that like blows my mind because it's just like getting it to function and look good is something I have never really figured out myself. Okay. What time are we at? 9:01. All right, we are at time for the night. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and yeah, that looks pretty solid. I just want to kind of compare. Like, let's see. Yeah, size-wise, it's about the same. So cool. All right. Well, let's go ahead and delete everything. Freeze transforms and all that jazz. Increment and save. Cool. All right, everybody. Thank you guys so much for hanging out tonight. I appreciate you being here and jumping from Instagram to Twitch and YouTube. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the experience a little bit more. This is going to be the way going forward for a while until I decide what I want to do with Instagram, just because it's been not really worth the resources to try to live stream on. But again, I appreciate you all being here and asking questions and hanging out. It's been great as always. You know how this goes. YouTube, we're going to go ahead and end stream, but Twitch, hang around. We're going to go raid somebody. Let's see here. All right, everybody on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. It looks like it was actually a really good stream when I actually went live. So I appreciate you all for being here. You guys have a wonderful week, and I'll see you either on Thursday or Wednesday. I'm going to do an earlier stream this week, so I'll let you guys know in the Discord and on Instagram when I go live. But you guys have a wonderful night, and I will talk to you all soon. And at Twitch, hang around because we're going to go raid. All right, let's see. What do we got? Who's streaming right now?